Welcome to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha yoga class for beginning and continuing students. If this is your first class, be sure you have on very loose clothing. If you've eaten a large meal, it's better to just watch. And if you just want to watch, follow along with the breathing. I think the heart of yoga has to do with the breath. So if you want to follow along with the guided breathing, that is great. This is Thursday. Now, a few days ago it was Sunday. Sunday I taught a yoga class at the Friendship Heights Village Center. After class, carrying all my yoga gear and my purse and my mug, I walked out of the center, stepped off the curb to get to my car, stepped in a little pothole and went flying. Everything. And I heard a little pop in my ankle, and I landed pretty hard, scraping my palm, and I could feel, I could hear myself yelp. And I got myself up, got myself home, and iced my ankle and kept it elevated all that afternoon and evening. And by the next morning, I was able to put some weight on it, and then by afternoon, I was walking, of course, taking a little painkiller, ibuprofen, I think. So I was able to teach my class Monday night. Now, I was telling my class about this fall that I took and my ankle, which was still a bit swollen Monday night. And even now, I'm going to take it easy on that ankle. But my theory is this. It was a hot day, close to 90 degrees. I had left the yoga class where I'd been stretching and relaxing and then resting. So I come outside. When I took the fall, I was pretty relaxed. And when I hit, I didn't tighten up. So I think the yoga, also doing all the joint flexibility movements that I do, I think the yoga at that time on that day helped me to heal much more quickly. So that's just a little thought to keep in mind. We're going to begin by just warming up the feet a little. I'm rocking back and forth from the balls of my feet to the heels. And as I roll back onto the heels, I bring the arms back. So we're loosening up the shoulders as well. Getting a sense of center, the center line. So this is a little practice in balance also. And then come to center. Tadasana, the basic standing pose, mountain. And bring your attention to the soles of the feet. Let your mind travel up your legs into your body, into your spine in particular, across the shoulders, down the arms. And standing as tall as you can, bring your attention to the tip of your nose. And let's focus on the breath. Breathing in through the nostrils. Breathing out either through the mouth or through the nostrils. I like to pretend I'm blowing air into a straw, and that helps slow down and elongate my out breath. So I breathe in and blow out. So breathing in, I can feel the expansion and lift of my rib cage. My belly rounds with the in-breath, and then I contract the belly. Release the air. I can feel the rib cage contract, the shoulders and shoulder blades sink. And actually, this simple breathing exercise is wonderful to do at any time during the day, especially if you need to focus and you've been holding tension and you just want to let go, re-energize and start over. The deep breathing, 3, 4, 5 deep breaths will help you settle in. We're going to do a movement that for balance that I've taught before. This is from Olivia Miller, and I'll go through it step by step, and then we'll go through it with less talking and then even less talking. So we're going to interlace the fingers in front, bring the elbows toward the hips, standing tall with the breastbone lifted, and take 4 or 5 very deep breaths. Breathe in and lift your hands over your head. Breathe out, lower the arms down to T position, which is shoulder height. Still breathing out, bend the knees, arms come forward parallel to each other. Now at this point, shoulders should be above the hips. The feet are still about hip distance apart. Although your arms are straight out, you are not reaching. The shoulders are right in place. Here, bring your attention to your hips. You're going to hinge forward, keeping the back straight, and lightly place your hands on your thighs. I'm looking ahead maybe 6 or 7 feet. Of course, I'm only 5'2", so just don't lift your chin up so much that you're bending the back of your neck. Now from here, let's take an in-breath and exhale, lifting the sit bones up, coming down into Uttanasana, standing forward bend, tucking your chin in. Now here, I always advise keep a little softness in your knees, allow the neck to stretch, and feel the beginning of stretching in the backs of the legs and the lower back. Now, we're going into chest expander, so bring the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms. You'll feel the shoulder blades move in toward the spine. You'll feel a stretch through the deltoid muscles. Now, here you can lift the back of the neck only to straighten it. So your back is as flat as possible. You're unhinging upward. Inhaling, exhaling, your arms at shoulder height, fingers interlaced. Now inhale up, standing tall. Feel that you've lifted the rib cage out of the waist, and now you're exhaling to one side. Inhaling to center, exhaling to the other side. Inhaling center. Now firm the buttocks. We're going to bring the shoulders back without dropping the head. And come to center, slowly releasing the air, slowly lowering the arms, and bringing the elbows in toward the hips. Stand tall, close your eyes, and notice you may feel some movement of energy, or maybe better blood circulation, or maybe areas that are a little tight or tender. So observe your body without judging or criticizing. And then let's just for a moment, that's I think a lot of pushing down on the feet, so you might want to move your feet, the toes and ankles. Come back into Tadasana. hands in front, and let's begin again. Inhale, hands over the head. Exhale, arms down to T position. Exhale, knees bent, arms in front. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. And exhale, come down. So you hear I'm doing a long exhalation. Bringing the hands behind, interlacing the fingers, straightening the arms. I inhale up. Exhale, hands in front. Inhale up. And exhale to one side. To center, to the other side. Back to center. Remember, buttocks must be firm to support the lower back. Arch backward, back to center, and arms float down. And again, release your feet. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, arms to the sides. Exhale, chair position. Exhale, hinge. Now inhale. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, hands behind you, fingers interlaced. Arms straighten. Lift the back of the neck only and inhale up. Exhale. Lifting up. To the side. Bring the hands to the heart in prayer position. Pause, breathe, scan your body. Notice any sensations that come up. Non-judgmentally. And lower the arms. Spread your feet apart about, well, wider than hip distance at any rate. My feet are about 3 feet apart. And I'm going to hinge forward with a flat back and let the arms come down. Let the head hang. My toes are pointed outward. Now I do this to protect my knees. Find out what's comfortable for you. And I'm going to gently move to one side, back to center, then the other. So the knee comes above the ankle on each side. Try to keep looking through the legs rather than lifting your head up. So this is some warming up, some more for the lower back, the knees and ankles. Come back to center, lift up. Putting a little bit of weight on my hands, the fingers are spread. I'm separating the feet a little bit more. And then I'm lowering my torso and lifting my sit bones, letting the head hang. The arms are parallel to each other. Now walk your hands over to one leg. I have it fairly straight. I'm just going to fold over that leg and let the head sink down. And then back to center. Continue to the other side. Fold over the other leg. This stretch may feel different. Use only the muscles you need. Allow yourself to soften over the leg. And then come back to center. Lift up with a straight back. Come up about half back. Flat back. And then come over to one ankle. So I have my left hand on my left ankle. I'm going to lift my right arm up, turning the rib cage and look up at the right hand. Now, this left hand on the left ankle is actually there for position, so you don't want to put any weight. If you need to hold on, that's okay, but don't let yourself sink down onto that ankle. And rotate back to center. And come over to the other ankle. First starting with the hand on top, turning the shoulders toward that foot, and then turning the rib cage, following the hand as it comes up, looking up at the fingertips. Breathing. Now, if you want to look down, that's fine too. If you feel secure in the posture, look up. This gives a really nice stretch into the hamstrings on either side. And come back to center. And then put a little weight on your hands. I've got my fingers spread, and then heel toe back into center. Until the feet are about hip distance apart as usual. And then either uncurl upward, or I'm going to come up with a flat back. Arms at T position, lifting the neck, straightening the spine, inhaling up, pausing. We're going to take a short break. We'll return to Cherry Blossom Yoga in just a moment, and we'll be on the floor. So as long as you're on a carpet or a mat or a thick towel or blanket, you'll be fine. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit.
I get it. I can do better. Just please, don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm seated on my mat, and I'm on top of my folded blanket. I like to sit on the fold, just behind the fold, to help elevate my hips so that when I do forward bends, it's a lot easier. So give that a try sometime. So we're just going to do some easy stretching forward, walking my hands down my legs and coming up and sitting tall. And then bring the hands behind you, right at the lower back, and draw the elbows in together. And then come forward, and just real easy stretches. Hands behind the lower back, elbows in together, and release. Then we're in our rowboat. So it's a rather large rowboat with big oars. So you're going to take a hold of your oars, and you're going to row your boat. Now here I'm coming back, way back, shoulders way back, and you have to have strong lower abdominal muscles. So if you don't have that quite yet, try a few of these, and over time, you'll help build up this layer of toned muscle. So we're rowing and rowing. So now see if you can come back a little bit farther and go a little bit slower. And then pause for a moment and we'll go backwards. So we're going back. Try not to throw your upper body forward, keeping your focus at the navel. A great tummy toner. Helps flatten your belly. And come to center and sit tall. All right, I'm going to come down to the floor on my back. And when you do, make sure that you have enough cushioning under your spine. I'm pretty much okay here, so I won't use the blanket. I'm coming down onto my back with the feet away, not directly under, but away from my seat. Now, opening, this is my right leg, I'm just opening the leg and placing the foot down. So I want the knees at the same height. Now check your arms. You should not need to press down through the arms. They should be relaxed. You can turn the palms up if you want. And then try to lift both legs up and the arms. And bring the feet down, palms down. Bring the right knee in, fingers interlaced. Bringing the knee toward the shoulder. Squeezing and releasing. Then open the leg, walk your hands down as far as you can. Bring the elbows in close and pull the foot in the direction of your shoulder or over the shoulder. Now, if you want here, you can let the lower back lift up, or you can keep the lower back pressed down to the floor. In any case, it's a good stretch for the back of the leg. And now bringing the ankle right above the hip, flex, and firm up the whole leg. Breathe in and out. Releasing the leg in time with the release of the out breath. Now firm up the leg, firm up the right buttock as well, and hold right above the floor and release. And shifting to the left leg, squeezing and releasing. And open the leg, walk your hands down. Try to keep it lined up with the shoulder. And then the flexed foot, the ankle above the hip. Take a breath in and release. Now really firm up the leg and the buttock. Hold for a moment. And release. Both feet to the floor, palms up, close your eyes, and rest. Now, if you wish, bring both arms over your head. Take a deep breath, straighten your legs, stretch. And release. Bring your feet back up, press them into the mat, roll over onto your side, and let your head rest on your arm. Now, if you can, stay in this position for a while, or if it's time to get moving, use your top hand, press the floor away, walk your hands back to your body, and come into a seated position. Try to do a little bit of yoga every day, or take a few minutes just to simply breathe and center yourself. Release the tension, bring in new energy, renew your body, mind, and spirit. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful, and I hope you carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Namaste.